Hello, fabulous person. Beate Chelette here, the growth architect. Today, I want to share some thoughts about team optimization based up on two things. So, number one, I am in the middle of getting my predictive index PI certification. And as we've been talking excessively about team optimization, I have some ideas that I want to run by you. Who are the people that are going to be leading you through the transformation in a climate of change management? So we are looking at a whiplash of constant changes. Perhaps you can relate. You have been figuring out one way to go, and then something changes. Then you figure out another way to go, and then something changes. And then there's another way to go, and something changes. And it just keeps going and going and going. At the end of it, there's burnout, there's full exhaustion, there is this feeling of lack of control, and lack of control leads to a distrust, a feeling of not feeling safe, and not being able to ever relax. So, with that in mind, now when we look at your teams, you most likely have had massive turnover. You have had difficulties finding people, or at least, let's just say many of you will have experienced that. And now you are going into this idea of saying, well, now that I need to really push my business forward, as we are now getting out of COVID, we are going into a different area of going back to the office, of developing these new business models. What's really permanently changed in this? What has permanently changed in this is people are now getting the recognition that they have deserved the entire time. It is not the business, it is the people who drive the business. So I think a lot of leaders have always thought about working hard performance, driving performance, productivity, oftentimes at the expense of the people. Now the people are having the upper hand, at least for now, which is why we also see that it's being called the great upgrade. With that in mind, so if you are now looking at your strategies, and I have this great idea about this strategy doesn't execute itself, which I just heard in my training, which I absolutely love. So you now want to look at this and say, who are the people that can execute these new strategies, or have the personality types and the skill set to lead the other teams through this yet next layer of transformation and change management? That is going to be your number one problem in the future, starting today. Who are the leaders that are going to be able to help you to adjust your business strategy to stick while we are still sort of in this constant moving water, where so many things are still moving parts and up in the air? So here's what you can do. So there are many tools available, especially, if you don't know how to do this yourself, hire a consultant. This is something that you really want to be paying attention to. So somebody who knows how to do talent optimization can help you identify the leaders in your organization that have the adaptability, that have the charisma, that have the strategic thinking, that have the leadership qualities that will help you to push this through to the next level. If you are not identifying who these people are in your organization that are going to be the drivers of change, then nobody will know where to go. Even though you may have given clear directions, maybe at least in your opinion, you've given clear direction, but without somebody who can oftentimes, from this C-level strategy perspective, can take these down into steps and help people to implement that, without somebody who's like a maximizer, an optimizer, you're going to have a hard time. So my message to you today is very clear. We are, again, in yet another massive wave of change management. What's happening in Russia and Ukraine doesn't help, because this can escalate very quickly. The pieces of safety and trust, the mindset that is needed to feel safe, is being shattered yet once again. So you must identify now, not later, now, in your company, organization, who the people are that can help you to implement and push through transformation and change management, as you're going to have a lot of changes in a short succession of time. So I hope this helps you. My name is Beate Chelette. I help visionaries and leaders to develop strategies, blueprints, and journey maps so that they can scale their impact. If you have questions about this, if you need my help, if you want to just chat, please do reach out. I'm always here for you. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.